Marketing is one of the most important aspects of business success. In this chapter of Delivering Success, brought to you by the U.S. Small Business Administration and the United States Postal Service, you'll explore a variety of marketing techniques used by 4 successful entrepreneurs. According to Warren Brown, SBA's Washington, D.C. 2006 Small Business Person of the Year and owner of Cake Love Bakery, community participation provides an opportunity to showcase your business and for you to get to know your customers.
I need my customers to know that we focus on the items that we've chosen to sell because we believe that we can make those really well. We believe in them for a lot of reasons, we're just kind of wedded to them. And I want to make sure that my customers are aware of what those items are even before they come to us so that when they come, their expectation can be met. I hate having to say no to people, I hate having to say no as a business owner to a customer because that's a downer. Turns everything off, gets everything off to the wrong start. So if they can know what we do by a successfully marketed, image and information flow, then I think everyone can have a happy and positive experience. But if it's misguided or misdirected, then I need to tweak what I'm saying, because I've got some elements of control to make sure that my customer base knows what's going on. For me, the most important thing with our customers is to satisfy them and to serve them well, and to help them understand what products that we sell. I'm asked and invited to speak at community events all the time, whether it's schools or graduations, special events, on behalf of different charitable organizations, and I do that. I do that because it's important for me to participate in my community on a personal level. It helps me feel involved. From a business standpoint, it's good for our exposure, but also to show people that Cake Love cares, and Cake Love is involved with people that are around us. So I really enjoy being a participant in the community. And for me, a community is it means that there are no walls. There's no division between, where I operate my business and some other part of town. We all should think like that, I think.
Keeja Kim of Harvard Designs and Mapping in Cambridge, Massachusetts, was recognized by SBA as the 2006 Massachusetts Small Business Person of the Year. Listen as Keeja shares how to keep existing clients happy and how to attract new business.
Our philosophy in marketing in HDM always been serving the existing clients the best. Getting a new business from existing customers 10 times easier getting a new business from new customers. But that's not the way you can grow the business. So you always have to be innovative and you have to think ahead and what are the opportunities out there. We have done conferences and the trade shows, and that's very important. At the trade show, not only we have a demo of the product, we also have a brochures ready. And when people come and look at the demo and pick up the brochures, we usually gather their business card or their sign-in sheets and those type of things. Sometimes we do the drawings to give some kind of prize, and then that's how we get the real narrowed down list of possible customers. But at the same time, we get the attendee list. That is one of the most productive things. We send out all the attendants. We send out direct mails. And then we get some of the customers. And also those shortlisted customers who stop by at the booth, we follow up with the phone calls, make sure we serve all of them. And that's how we constantly follow up those clients, and we make an arrangement to meet them, or they come to our company to see the full demonstrations of the product, and that's how our new marketing process begins. My famous saying says, opportunity comes to prepared mind. When opportunity comes, you can grab it. But if you're not prepared, the opportunities come and go, and you never see that opportunity.
Now we will focus on Barbara Michael, who has incorporated her lifestyle into her business plan, with guidance from SBA's resource partner, SCORE, Counselors to America's Small Business. Hear how she gets a buzz going by getting out there and making her presence felt.
Today, we will be practicing a yoga routine designed for golfers. I'm a golfer, and so having golf as part of my work is one of the things I always had on a plan all my life. I found connections in St. Louis through networking to set up a possible plan to work with some of the local golf pros through the Gateway PGA. And what I did was, once I had a connection for the market of golf in St. Louis, I made a connection with the director at that time. We sat down and talked about the possibilities, and I became their fitness education sponsor. And what I did for them was provide yearly fitness education. I write a monthly newsletter for them that goes on their website. And then I allow the golf pros to come to some of my fitness classes, and some of them are open to them and their spouses at no charge. And then there are particular plans that they come in and do and work with me, and those are paid for. Optimal Lifestyles is a company that is somewhat virtual. I travel to various facilities and locations, and that helps in a lot of areas. It meets the client's needs because it saves them time. And it is good for me because I get out in the public and I'm able to market and network while I'm out there. What I find myself doing is being at any party or any event pertaining to golf that I can be available for. I also work with the American Heart Association. I'm part of their Golf Classic Committee. So any way I can get my name out there. I do think that as an entrepreneur you need to give back to the community. And so I do that through the American Heart Association in St. Louis. But I also work with the country clubs. I attend luncheons for women. I attend luncheons for any golf outing, and so that I can network at those types of situations. And in addition to that, I go to the Golf Association, the Gateway PGA. They have 2 meetings a year. I always make sure I'm present there. If anyone sees me there, they have a chance to talk to me. I go to the community events for the Heart Association. People know me there and they ask you what you do, and it fits right in to let them know I'm in fitness. And then people that have been to my classes will pass my name along to others. So there's numerous ways to get your name out there. When I meet someone who's interested in my services, what I like to do first is make a personal contact by phone, follow up with them, talk to them a little bit about what I do, send them some information in the mail, of course, and then really try to say, when would you like to set up an appointment to sit down and talk about your fitness? So the close is getting them to come to a meeting. I do have a database of clients for Optimal Lifestyles. What's important when you're starting your own business from the very beginning is that anytime you come in contact with somebody, enter them in your database. Name, address, phone number, and email. And that way you'll start and be able to label them in what niche they are for your business. And I use those names to do some marketing to them by mail. So I would use them for, of course, to stay in touch with clients, and then during the holiday time to send out holiday cards. There is a banquet once a year for the golf pros in the St. Louis area, and those that have won awards, I send out a congratulations note to them. And then I have a golf fitness flyer that I would be sending out to people as needed and when the classes are coming up. This way I can stay in touch with people, and it's a good way to touch base with them. So it takes a little time and process, but being out there in the front is the way to get your name out there.
SBA 2006 South Dakota Small Business Person of the Year Greg Bruckelman has grown his business through branding and targeted marketing. He is the co-owner of BKG, an advertising and marketing firm in Sioux Falls, and speaks from personal experience about the importance of consistent branding and messaging as a key to small business success.
To really develop your brand and make your brand as valuable as you can and make it something that people actually desire, you need to manage everything from how the phone is answered to what does the office smell like, and oh, by the way, hopefully your TV commercial or your advertising or your direct mailer that you sent out looks good too and ties into every other experience that someone has with your company. And so for a company to grow, all those touch points need to be consistent, and they need to be memorable, they need to be positive for that consumer who has a lot of choices today and really isn't looking for you, isn't looking for your message, to make that the marketplace desire your brand and your product. Direct mail is an extremely viable option. The great thing about direct mail is that you can be very targeted and very focused in your message. And that's really what direct mail gives you, because with the systems that are in place today, you can identify, well, first of all, you identify who you target. With the systems in place today, you can really identify ways to reach those people directly through direct mail. But what we try to work with clients on is to not just make sure that we're hitting the right people, but we're hitting them in the right way with the right message, and using using our creativity to do that. Just sending out a postcard or a flyer that wasn't specifically designed for direct mail can be a waste of money. Whenever direct mail is used, it's extremely important that that message and the look and the feel and the design, the personality, and everything else is consistent with the other messages that are being spoken out there, whether that's advertising, print ads, or television commercials, whatever it may be. It's important that all those things are consistent. Now, we may say it in a slightly different way because someone's reading it from the mail versus watching it on a television screen, but again, it needs to, we don't want to confuse the public. They need to understand that this comes from the same company.
For more information from SBA on marketing, click on the provided links. And for business tips, log on to the United States Postal Service at USPS.com/smallbiz.